Welcome you all to the video laboratory series. I am Professor Amit Kumar Patil from Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, School of Engineering and Sciences, MIT Art Design and Technology, University Pune. Today we'll perform the experiment from the subject Electronic Simulation and Electronic Circuits Laboratory. The title of the experiment is Electronic Modeling and Simulation of a Stabilized DC Supply. This experiment will be performed on the suitable simulating software or tool like Multisim. So let us come to the practical implementation of the circuit. Yes, we will come for the practical implementation of the circuit. So first step is go to the place. Under place, you will find the component. Click on the component. And from here, we have to search for the different components. So here all groups is written. Click here. First is the source. So select source option from here. Under the source, you have to go to the power sources. Select power sources. And here we will find AC power is written. So click on AC power and click it here in the window. So this we have taken the source. Next step is after the source we need a transformer. So go to the basics. Go to the basics. In the basics, here you will find the transformer. Okay, here transformer is there. So from here you have to select 1P 1S, one primary, one secondary transformer. So click on OK and put it here in the circuit. This we have taken the transformer. Next step is to select a rectifier. So under the diodes, here diode option is given. Select the diodes. Under the diodes, here you will find FWB, full wave bridge rectifier is written. So here you have to click on OK and put bridge rectifier here in the circuit. Now the next is we have to select the capacitor filter. So go to the basics. In the basics, here you will find the capacitor. Any value we can take. We are taking the value of 1 microfarad capacitor. So click here OK. And here you have to place the capacitor. One more capacitor we will take. So here we are taking another capacitor. And last is the voltage regulator IC. So go to the all groups. And here we will search for the IC. What is IC? IC complete name is LM7805. Okay. So click on select this IC and put it here in the window. At the last, we have to from the sources, go to the sources and select the ground. If we not ground it, we will get the simulating error. So click on the ground and then OK. So from here, we have to select the ground. Okay. Once all components are taken, close this window, connect these components. So source is connected to primary winding of the transformer. Secondary winding of the transformer is connected to the bridge rectifier. Both the ends we have to connect to the bridge rectifier. Okay. This bridge rectifier will be connected to the input pin of the voltage regulator IC. This capacitors we have to rotate the position. So how will you rotate? Select the capacitor. Either press Ctrl R shortcut key or right click on the capacitor and here you will find rotate 90-degree clockwise. From here you have to rotate. After this, connect the output pin to the capacitor. This rectifier, this side will be connected to the capacitor, bottom side. This positive capacitor to top side, bottom to negative to bottom side. And here this ground pin is connected at this point. And after this, we have to ground the whole circuit. Okay. So this we have done the connections. After doing the connections, we have to take the readings. So at the right hand side here you will find the multimeter. So click on the multimeter and place multimeter here. Positive of the multimeter will be connected to positive, negative will be connected to the negative. Okay. Double click on the multimeter and from here we will run the simulation. So before this we will change the value. This is 120 volt. We have to take different readings. First reading we will take on 25. So click on OK and run the simulation. So on 25 volt AC we are getting 737.9 millivolt or 0.737 millivolt. Stop the simulation and then change the value. Double click on 25, make it 50. OK, and again run the simulation. So on 50 volt AC we are getting 2.8 volt DC. Again stop the simulation, change the value, make it 75. OK, and run the simulation. 75 volt AC we are getting 3.98 voltage DC. Stop simulation, change 75, make it 100. Click on OK, run the simulation. On 100 volt AC we are getting 4.39 volt DC. Again stop the simulation, change the value. Next value reading I am taking on 150 volt AC. So from here run the simulation. 150 volt AC I am getting 4.8 volt DC. Again stop simulation, change the value. I am selecting 185. Click on OK. Run the simulation. On 185 volt AC I am getting 5 volt DC. Okay, this value I am getting. Stop the simulation. So now after this if I change any value, still we will get the constant 5 volt. Next reading we will take it 200 volt. Run the simulation, still we are getting 5 volt DC. Again change the value, give 230 volt. Click on OK and run the simulation. Still we are getting the 5 volt DC. So this we are designing a circuit which is capable of producing a constant DC voltage of 5 volt. Okay. Now next is we have to display the waveform. So on the right hand side, this fourth position oscilloscope is given. Select the oscilloscope and put it here. And now do the connections of the oscilloscope. This is a 2-channel oscilloscope, dual oscilloscope. Channel A positive negative will be connected to source. Channel B positive negative will be connected at the load. So channel A positive will be connected to positive of the source and channel A negative will be connected to negative of the source. Similarly, channel B positive will be connected at this side and channel B negative will be connected at this side. Double click on the oscilloscope and after this run the simulation. So after running the simulation, here you will see two types of waveform. These waveforms are not appropriately displayed in the window, so we will adjust the position of the waveform so that they will be properly displayed in the window. So by adjusting, here you will see the two waveforms. One is the input AC voltage waveform, another is the output DC voltage waveform. Okay, so these are the two waveforms, input AC voltage and output DC voltage. So in this way we have designed a circuit which is capable of producing a constant voltage. We have measured the input and output voltages. Also we have displayed the input and output waveform. Okay, so thank you.